Also, yeah, June.
July, I thought.
June, July.
I thought it was July. You know what?
June, July. June's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'll be July then. Definitely July, possibly late July.
Yeah, mid to late July, which is giving you an even more defined version of when it'll come out.
Even more time for you to subscribe to our
Mark it in your
cast.
calendar and sit at the computer waiting for that day to come.
Wait for the podcast to come out slowly every month and then just that date come. So, by AGCast number 5, we should run a website.
Yeah, when we do the drawing.
Exactly, and then you can all see what we're all about and
I've got bad wind.
that is great. I don't think they cared. YouTube News is a new one now. YouTube News, what's happening on YouTube? Well, as I told you, the update hasn't come. I've already done the main page on YouTube because I run YouTube. Gaz has nothing to do with that bit.
Again,
And
I don't understand it.
we've had 180 views in total, which is good. And I think we've had 30 paid views, so keep them coming, guys.
And it's not like we're sitting there viewing them over and over again. I've only watched the first part of the first AGCast.
When I watched them to go over them again, I watched them on my own computer using the plain version.
It's not like we actually.
So we don't watch them at all.
Which is bonus, really. It means more of you are watching.
It means 180 people have watched that video, which is good. Keep it up.
Wow. Are we back to our favourite part of the AGCast?
Explanation of the month.
Yeah. Despite the fact that we put week, and we always say week, we mean month. It's not like we're confusing you, it's just we're confusing each other. I'm going to end up, after this, walking round and around the room going, where am I? Because it's so hard to understand.
Right. So this is separate. We both do separate things. So
I'm hiding it.
his month and my month. We don't know. I think we told each other a couple because we were just talking about it, and they were obvious. And because we're best buds, so it's like we know each other what it's going to be this week. Anyway, month.
I didn't hear a week.
No, neither did I.
That's because you didn't say it.
Oh God. So this shows more of ourselves and gets you to know what we're into and what we like, etc., etc.
So you know us on a personal level.
Exactly. This is what's enjoyed this month. It's not really hereditary whether it is this month, but generally it'll be what we like this month.
It will be up on the website. Will it be on our profile pages? Or will it be separate pages? All our of the month likes.
We'll probably we'll probably put it on a new link. It's just making me jobs now. Of the months on there, and it would just go through celeb, and it'll be tables, and it would say celeb of the months, Adam, Gaz, and then it'll be like a table with everything we liked on each of the weeks. Yes. So
months.
Who keeps hearing these weeks? God.
I don't know.
Do you want to start celeb of the month?
I'd like to, yes. My celeb of the month, although you probably won't like it. In fact, I can tell straight away you're not going to like it. Miley Cyrus, right?
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry. I love her. I adore her.
You haven't got it on your iPhone.
Don't get me wrong.
You haven't got it on your iPhone.
No, that's only because I haven't got a downloader. I would have all her songs. I don't like Hannah Montana. Don't get me that. Although I would like to see the film.
I think we should just end this podcast. If I knew this coming, I wouldn't have done it. I am quitting the comic. Okay?
Which means we're fucked.
No.
There's nothing wrong with Miley Cyrus. There isn't. There really is nothing wrong. I like her. I think she's a very bubbly character. She's attractive. She's 6.
How old is she?
Great. Is that our board?
That's a cream egg. Not an egg. It's not a cream egg. It's an egg.
That's nice. I'll sit here.
Look, I've got to be fat now.
What? Because of Miley Cyrus? You can't blame her.
What? Go.
Yeah, please. Actually, I do. Go on. You can do yours now. Well,
I don't even know I want to. What's the point anymore?
Well, I'm sure you've impressed them with yours. If I haven't. For any Miley fans, she's great. That was she's great.
If he still thinks that by next month, I'll punch him in the face.
Bugger. I just hated them.
Yep. Right. Well, I'm sorry to any fans out there. It's a personal thing.
Go on then. It's your turn now.
I know. Slow one. Hayden Christian, I think it is. Christian's son. Guy plays in Jumper and he's Anakin Skywalker. Love him. I think he's great. I think he's a great actor and he's got so many
nice
different
young
picture
actor, which means he's got plenty of time to make great action films. Well, that's what I'd hope anyway. Cause
he's good at it. He plays it well.
Couldn't have picked a better one for Anakin Skywalker.
Or in the Jumper film. You like your film of the week?
I don't actually know his name. My film of the week. It's not one of actually what. It's of the month, isn't it? It's not one that we.
We'll get it right.
It's not one I've watched this month, but God, it's an amazing film. Possibly my best sci-fi film. That's not including superhero films. It's iRobot.
Oh,
Smith in
yes.
iRobot. Oh, it's amazing.
Good film.
Although I must admit, if they tried to make the robot the Sonny, is it?
Mm.
Yeah, if they tried to make him the lead role instead of Will Smith, it might have worked better. You know?
No.
You don't think?
No, I think.
Well, it might have. You never know. But
It was like two stories. You see, I thought it was two stories and it was split. So you got Sonny's side,
Yeah.
and then you got Will Smith's side. We won't give away too much to anyone who hasn't seen it, but see it if you haven't. It is an awesome film.
Action in it is great. The story is amazing. It's just unique because there isn't a film like that out there.
I'm a real picky bastard when it comes to films, and the ones I like are so strange because they don't fit into fantasy, but they don't fit into action. They're like fantasy actions. So iRobot's like an awesome film, along with stuff like I like Transformers and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's it. iRobot is nothing like any of the other robot films out there.
Awesome.
Doesn't compare to Transformers or
It is.
Terminator.
It does feel like in the future, if robots were to come about, that's what
It's very realistic.
Apart from
very
obviously them all
well
going crazy and stuff.
It could happen.
But they have the right interest in mind. They want to keep us safe. I know it's strange how they do it, but you get what I mean. What they're programming.
The thing is, that actually is the law of robots.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Sorry if you haven't seen it, but that it uses actual.
Just
laws
skip
of
ahead to
robots.
like the time that I've put here. If you don't want to hear about the film, there we go. Now we can talk about it all we like.
I'm done actually.
There'll be no time over here anymore. Okay. All right.
Go on, sorry.
My film of the week is the new Wolverine film. We went to see this the second day it come out, didn't we? And it was absolutely quality. I had a few mates who didn't like it, and I was
Can't believe it.
because I love Gambit, and he was in it, and there was a couple of things I didn't like, which I'll pick up when I come to my hero. No, I'll pick up on it now because his hero is different. When he the one thing I didn't like was he lights all of his cards, and then he fires them. Now he doesn't have any power to fire them. He'd throw them.
I don't know. It's kinetic energy.
Not really.
It is. That's what is.
It's not really because
Development of
kinetic energy would be like
Red.
kinetic energy would be like, you know, igniting something and then throwing it. He kind of ignites them all, which is cool because he flips them all up and touches them all to ignite them all and then fires them. But the thing is, they don't touch his hand. They're like that, and then they fire off. I was a bit like, you never see him do it.
That might have just been done for the film's sake.
Exactly,
You know,
and also he was good with
isn't
his
it?
staff until it split in half and he started climbing a wall with it.
Yeah.
I wondered what was going on a bit.
Cool.
It looked good.
It makes him more versatile, doesn't it?
But the thing is, it's like, when he jumped off the building with that staff. He
You know,
went
my
along and then
favourite
just jumps off and goes whack
My
into the
favourite
ground and
Gambit was when Wolverine was about to get crushed by that bit of the nuclear facility, and he just jumps up and smashes it, doesn't he? In the air. Near the end.
That was good.
That was.
I did like the part where he runs off the building, he's like legging it, running it, and then just goes whack into the ground and it just blows up around him. But it did show his kinetic energy lighting all the cards, which I thought was pretty... Because it's like he's using his power to the full utmost, because he's throwing them all in the air and then igniting them all without kind of... Because it doesn't slow him in the film, so it's like he's igniting them all. Because I've been waiting for this film for God knows... As soon as I knew Gambit was in it, it was like, oh, I need to see
got
this.
both of our favourite characters of Marvel, Wolverine and Gambit.
And Kieran's favourite.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Deadpool was in it, because he looked pretty cool. And Agent X was in it.
Oh, you know, there's a lot of good characters.
He looked good. Emma Frost. Oh,
Emma Frost, although brief, was good. John Wraith,
I don't...
the teleporter, he was awesome.
Who the hell?
John Wraith, the guy who kept teleporting everywhere around Sabretooth, who died because he grabbed
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Sorry.
played...
Spoiler. Should usually say that before I tell you.
This would be a bit of a spoiler sesh, okay? So, like I was saying, when he knocks with the cat... Another problem was he had more of a Brooklyn accent rather than French.
Yeah, it was actually Cajun, isn't it? Well, which is French, but I mean, he comes from...
It's a bit like, you'd expect a bit more French, kind of...
Yeah.
Exactly. Sorry if there's any French watching.
Was there anything else that grabbed the attention of the film? Besides Gambit.
Well, actually, I was really, really surprised and upset afterwards when you told me Deadpool was the guy at the end. Spoiler! I was kind of like, oh, what have they done?
Well, yeah, it does fit with the comic, but it's really well done. I must say, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, or Wade Wilson at the beginning, they couldn't have picked someone better because he is quite